know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
I'm in trouble. Like I'm so lost right now. I'm
sure you are. Like I said, I can't.
I mean.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
What the fuck?
Stop it. Get some help.
Excuse me, bitch, I was running up my bag. Money on my shoulder, put designer on my ass. The shit too nice, but it's fucking up my head. So I be getting high, but I ain't popping fuckers in.
Definitely have an opinion. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've seen this one. This one definitely went viral over this past week. This is something that happened just last month. And if you haven't heard about it, this video right here is posted by A Poncho. Title of this one, teacher arrested for, doing something to a team in the classroom, right? So maybe some of you guys have seen this lady right here, right? And if you didn't, don't worry. We're going to check it out together. So make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and your clue. Make sure you share the video with somebody next to you and hit that subscription with that notification muscle. We on the way to 7K in 2025. Hit that subscription with that notification muscle because you don't want to miss it because we live right now. Okay? Now, without further ado, niece and nephew, tapped in.
You can just grab whatever you need.
This one
whatever
crazy
I
though.
need.
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna explain everything to you guys.
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yes, yeah, he's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downers Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like I'm.
She doesn't know.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
What the fuck?
On Sunday, March 16th, 2025, officers from the Downers Grove Police Department stopped a vehicle on the 1300 block of Hughes Avenue in Downers Grove, an affluent village on the outskirts of Chicago, Illinois. This wasn't a routine traffic stop, nor did the person driving the vehicle commit any traffic violations. So why were they being stopped then? Well, the driver, 30-year-old Christina Formella, a high school teacher, had been the subject of an investigation that had been opened the day prior. The allegations? She allegedly assaulted one of her students and believed that she was in a relationship with him.
Hey, how you doing? Officer Guzman with Downers Grove. Do you have your license on you?
Yes.
Now, this one is crazy. What the heck? That's crazy. Eye for an eye, the Bible says, Stephanie. Amy says, Downers Grove, my mom grew up there. That is kind of crazy. All right. Of course, always refreshing to hear someone narrate. Oh, I appreciate that. I do not pray. Facts, you know what I'm saying? The kids is the future, man. Like, I can't be corrupting them.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm sure you're confused. I'll explain everything to you.
You already see how a lot of the generations.
You're Christina?
Yes.
Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me? I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone.
That's a big
purse,
wedding,
go ahead and grab
too.
it.
Is she going somewhere?
Big
Yeah,
old
we're gonna
wedding.
explain everything to you guys. Go ahead and grab out. We're not going anywhere right now. Of course, yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I get it, yeah. You can go grab your things.
Can he come with me?
Yes. You stay there for right now, sir. Just stay there, but yes, you can. But come on back here.
Should I shut the car off?
What the heck?
Go ahead.
Oh, that must
Goes off. Okay. Let's right back over here. So, we do have an investigation going on. We have to talk to you about it at the police department, okay? So we're going to explain everything to you there. It's not my investigation. I don't know the full details. We do have to bring you there, though, okay? So I do have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a Downers Grove.
handcuffs.
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm like willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way. So do me a favor, we just take this off.
I don't know though. Like she doesn't have
Can
a
I
hint.
ask you
Of course, yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not my investigation. Obviously, we're here for a reason. So go ahead and turn around for me. So right now you're just being detained, and there is a detective that needs to talk to you at the police department.
I mean, she's super chill about the whole thing. This is actually
So
kinda,
we'll let your husband know. No, he can just come to the police department as well if he wants to wait for you there.
I'm like,
I get it. You have a lot of questions.
so scared.
Yeah, everything's okay. We just need to talk to you at the police department. That's all. Nothing else on your pocket right now? Anything else?
Just my phone.
Just your phone?
Here.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to sit in the back of this car. On the other side, once you get to the police department, you'll talk to the detective and he'll explain everything to you.
But you can't even give me like an idea
At the moment,
what this is about.
Other than that, it's an investigation. That's all I can really tell you right
that
now.
must
I'm
be
sorry.
like
I wish I could tell
a
you more.
one-on-one experience.
Not much is known about Christina. Remember, she was arrested less than a month ago, so it isn't difficult to see why no information has emerged. But we do know that in
Whereas Rowan hasn't sunk in
2017,
yet.
she received
Definitely.
a teaching license for language arts, and
And then this is the thing. This is what bugs me. Like, why? You're married. Like, you seemingly have a nice life. You have the home, you have the husband, you got the big ring. And you're not like, like you take care of yourself.
as a learning behavior specialist. With those qualifications on board, she would eventually go on to secure employment at the Downers Grove South High School in 2021. This is the school where the allegations would ultimately emerge from. She wasn't just a teacher at the school, she also volunteered to be the football coach, or for my US viewers, the soccer coach. So what was said to have happened then? Well, on Saturday, March 15th, 2025, the mother of one of the students who attended the school purchased her son a brand new iPhone. For those of you who don't know, as part of the setup process, you need to sign into an iCloud account, which is exactly what she did. She logged into her son's iCloud account. While doing so, she came across some messages from Christina that were in nature, and they also showed that Christina thought she was in a relationship with the boy. After this discovery was made, both mother and son would present themselves to a local police station and handed over the findings. Once a detective
No. The mother dragged the son to the police station. You got to reword that. That's not something that kid was gonna say. He didn't realize what was going on in that moment. Like, again, I've said this before. He's probably sitting there like, "Oh my gosh, I'm doing all this. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, jackpot and all that." But it's not until later down the lines, until you get older, like 10 years down the line, and you're gonna be thinking to yourself, like, "Man, like, why? I would never mess with somebody like that. Why would somebody mess with me like that?" You know what I'm saying? And you just don't know how it plays out to them mentally, on the mental. Amy, the weird thing I hate most about when female teachers abuse their students is the reaction of dudes in the comment section who say, "Where was she when I was in high school?" But that's exactly my point, though. Back then, I would have said the same thing. But me, older, just looking back on it, it's like, bro, why would anybody that's grown do that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's somewhere where you have to be all the time, where parents have an expectation of you. Like, that's so crazy to me. It's so crazy. It's crazy. Oh, man.
Themselves to a local police station and handed over the findings. Once a detective went through the phone, they found even more evidence that solidified the mother's suspicions, and so the next day, Christina was arrested. Police had identified that in December of 2023, the boy, who would have been years old at the time, had been assaulted by Christina in one of the classrooms. She had met him during football practice, but had found herself giving him one-on-one tutoring lessons by December of 2023.
That's crazy.
Her police interview hasn't been released to the public as of yet, but an excerpt has. She denied the allegations made against her and claimed, quote, "Everybody comes after me because I'm good looking. I'm a good person and care too much for the boy."
Excuse me, is my
Nah, bro. Nah. Nah. BK said agreed. To be fair, the human prefrontal cortex isn't done forming until age 25, but that just points out that it's on the adult to be responsible and not freaking gross. But that's exactly true. I agree with you 100%. You know what I'm saying? A kid is a kid. A kid is only going off of what they see, and a lot of the stuff that they're feeling for the first time is new, especially once you get to the teenage age as like a young boy. Like a lot of these emotions, a lot of things you seeing, it arouses you and things like that. So I'm not gonna say it's too uncommon for a kid to have fantasies or whatever, or like a teenage boy to fantasize and things of that nature. But I don't know what he would have told her for her to just risk everything. Like, you got a whole life, a big old ring for some kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy. Big agreed. Men and boys can be essayed. The people who claim otherwise or say enjoy it. Exactly. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you say enjoy it. And then it's those things too where a boy or a man will come out with a full story and people will sit there and ridicule them. And that's why people do not want to come out today and say things like that, because of things of that nature. Again, this kid, he's in the midst of it right now. So none of that stuff is going to hit. He's probably having his fun or whatever. He's not thinking nothing of it. If anything, he's just thinking, oh, his mom got him in trouble, ruined his fun, right? But in a few years, 10 years, he's going to look back and he's going to be like, dang, like, why would somebody do that?
Husband coming with?
Yes.
Like, and who else is she doing that to?
We're staying in touch with him. We're just going down.
Because she got access to all these kids.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Let it have been a man. Like, they would have rioted the streets. He's compartmentalizing it until he's grown
like,
enough to process.
I'm so lost right
Facts.
now.
I'm sure you are. Like I said,
I mean, he seems like he has a good support system if his mom went down this whole pipeline. Because there's parents where they would have just been physical, understandably so, or like they would have lost it. Or maybe some of them would have been, oh, good job, son. Oh. But a mom, she stepped in and did what she had to do.
Right now, you're being detained for an investigation and we're bringing you to the police department.
BK90, y'all got kids,
We're
man?
going to fill you in on everything.
Y'all got kids too?
I'm just gonna put your seatbelt on.
Oh, she found out her charges.
Unless, are you able to reach it down there?
Oh, children instinctively look up to their elders.
Sure you don't want a tissue or something?
Born into this world of mind
Want a bag?
upon others
All right.
evolutionary made to be malleable. This is why this
You
is
grab
so
that bag out of there.
Okay, before I even go any further, right? I'm actually really curious. What is sort of? Okay, what is sort of? What does that mean? Don't say pet. I know you're gonna go on probably maybe pets. Is that what you're referring to? You know what I'm saying? I don't got no kids. I don't got no kids yet, man. Knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? Birdie, my bird. Relax. But all right, let me get back into this. Curious. That's crazy though.
Hey, can you get like a bag just in case she gets nauseous?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we have any of those emesis bags like laying around the spot? I figure something better than nothing.
She's hyperventilating. I just don't know what goes into that. Like 30-year-old woman.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
My wife has infertility issues, and we run a Discord that was meant to help bring artists together. One of our younger members routinely spoke about the abuse they suffer from their parents in text. Wow. Man, that's so tough, bro. Okay, good. Friends of ours about 12 years younger than us didn't relate getting raised as he was tolerated by both parents, was in a bad city in their home city. Oh, man. Bro, and it's young, you know, as like a kid, as a young boy too. I don't know, bro. I don't. As a male, the expectations for it, like you guys already know, you guys are already on top of it. They want you to kind of be with this, which is kind of sick. So we flew them out, and they've been living with us for about 4 years now. And been messing with a good kid makes me proud. Wow, man, you guys are tough, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all goats for that. Yeah, man. Y'all took them in, man. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. Everybody needs love out here, and y'all got a whole lot of it to give. And man, y'all making me smile, man. Y'all so sweet, man. That's tough. Yeah, tough, man. Hey, man. Got me geek. Got to be the change we want to see in the world, like our Uncle Lou wants us. I want y'all to be positive, not only for everybody around, but for y'allself, bro, internally. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets each of us to come together overall, you know, when everybody not only works on yourself internally, but everybody feels that energy. Like I spoke about when we first started the live stream. I feel your guys' energy. Like I feel it vibrating through me. Or maybe it's you guys reverberating off of what I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? But it's still there. And once that energy builds up enough, pew, and y'all gonna be there. Y'all the OGs, man. Y'all the OGs. You ever watch Hey Arnold as a kid? We wanted to be the grandparents. Yeah, I loved Hey Arnold.
A few paper towels and more here if you need it, all right?
I love my family, bro. I'm a family guy. I do aspire to have my own family. But stuff like this makes me scared to have kids, bro. Like moments like this, even for like a son girl, like it's all scary. Yeah, she tweaking. Cause she grown, Leggy. She grown.
Yep.
She married. She got a husband, and she out here dealing with like teens, bro. Teen dudes. Throw it all away. Look at her praying. She was not doing all that when she was doing what she was doing, bro. I promise you, she was not getting on her knees praying. She was getting on her knees doing something else, bro. Being disrespectful to the
Christina
system.
has since been charged with 1 count of aggravated criminal sexual abuse and 1 count of...
Woo! Stephanie! Woo! You got 5 kids, 4 steps, so that's all 9 altogether, and 24 grand. So what you calling the basketball team, man? You know what I'm saying? That's a big family right there, Stephanie. That's real OG work right there. You know what I'm saying? That's tough right there. I love that.
Criminal sexual assault. At her initial court appearance on Monday, March 17th, the judge denied the prosecution's motion to keep Christina detained, and she was released on bail.
She was
her
praying,
conditions
Leggy.
include no contact with anyone under the age of 18, and she isn't allowed to go back into the school. She couldn't go back to the school anyway because she's also been placed on paid administrative leave amid the investigation. For those of you who want to keep tabs on this case moving forward, her next court appearance is set for April 14th, 2025, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. There should be quite a lot of coverage surrounding this case, as there already has been leading up to this point. Now, it would be at this
Glad he
point
said that. I
where
gotta
I
write
normally
that
say a
down.
few words on the case, but because it's so fresh and given the nature of the offences, I'm going to give it a pass. But I do want to speak to parents that are watching this video. If you do have a child, then please make sure to keep an eye on what they're getting up to online, and from time to time, check what's going on their devices
Paid
if you
leave is
can.
crazy.
Remember, a lot of these young teens and children don't realise that they're being groomed or especially by people in positions of authority.
Hey, Stephanie, wow. If she would have touched one of yours, she wouldn't have had to worry about that no more. She wouldn't have to worry about sex no more. Yeah, you facts. You cut the lip off. Oh my gosh, that's crazy
Stop it.
work. Oh
Get some
my
help.
gosh, I'm sorry for putting that in your guys' head.
And recently,
Cutting off a
I'm pretty
lip
sure
is
if you're
crazy.
interested in true crime, you would have seen it too. A lot of teachers, female teachers especially, have been getting
Kill
wrapped up
crew
in
is
these
crazy.
kind of cases and have either pled guilty or have been found guilty by a jury and are spending decades in jail. So again, if there's one thing to take away from a case like this, it would be parents, please keep an eye on what your children are doing online, because again, they don't realize what's happening to them. Again, they don't.
All right, so Nani, I see what you wrote in the chat here, right? So you said you dropped a link. Now, here's the thing with links. You might need to go back and edit that because YouTube hides videos or hides links if you post them.